Big Boss Jock, Mighty 750, continuing on. Like to introduce myself. I'm implanted with a Stimoceiver. Since I'm giving out my frequencies, welcome to track me at 74.9492 megahertz. Feel free to listen to me at 750 kilohertz AM. I point to the molar, that's the mic, interacts with the Stimoceiver. Right there, tucked between the brain and skull. Got it cracked with a pipe wrench. That was the excuse to, got it? I had it. Uncle of mine cracked it right there in the back. That's why it has the bone protrudes. Continuing on with the rhyme. Allah inside, he does help me line by line, making this fine rhyme. CZZ chose the red color street gang be the representatives for the colors. Pay attention to the young man speaking. Member that is placed in the middle, perfectly placed in the middle of the entire group of red colored gang members. Notice he has on a black collar. He was the only one with black and red. When he spoke educated, stood out from the rest. Get the code, get the code. Black and red are communist colors. Yankee Sam is creating their new enemy. No longer African Americans, soon to be black, Muslim, communists. I doubt that young man with the black collar was a red color gang member. More likely, a college student. Well, I watched it in the day, May 2nd. 1421 BMT CZZ interviewed a fake hood cruiser. Afro-American woman pushed a stroller. 2 times in her short interview, she changed her accent. That shows she naturally doesn't talk like that. 12:45, blue white light shining through the protester snapshot. Protester shining hope. 12:46, DA suffers from DID, dissociative identity disorder. Never filmed straight on, hardly ever, other than the press conference. 13:49 BMT, quote, multinational, end of quote, loud peaceful planned protest. CZZ turns up the audio because this is a Rhodes problem. CZZ turned up the audio on the paid for professional cadence calling, on the paid for professional cadence calling race war barkers. Green to the pink on signs of protesters. Dick Polanski, the CZZ reporter, strutted with the protesters. CZZ, it's interesting how they play at different tones in the action that's going on to leave that image impression in the minds of the viewer. Highlight. And that was those cadence calling race war barkers. Very professional. Quite professional. 11:13, upsetting being educated about the oh-so Royals. Now they covered the Royals because there was a birth. A new highness born. I'm finding because they can read it in the book. 11:14, beta viewer. This is Big Boss Jock Radio, Mighty 750. Could be the radio listeners. 11:14, Diana, hidden image, perfect time on glitch. Now I know about the glitches because they used this with my program, Yankee Sam did. My program interacts with the screen, with the internet, I'm part of the tube, part of the community too. I go down into the comments and find the code. Yankee Sam. They're trolls. They're agents. What Snowden failed to mention at the NSA is the Winston that works for the NSA that posts the wikis. Winston, what's the history? Yeah, write it again, Winston. Those wikis are being posted by Yankee Sam to askew the view of history. Anyone can post a wiki. Doesn't need to be credible sources. People read the wikis as if it's credible. If it's something factual. 11:15. Sexual fairness monarchs. Monarchs said with approval intonation. 11:16. Pink and green little spots behind Errol. 11:19. Pink jacket and green jacket people behind. CZZ changed blue jacket to green and back. 11:23. Hang on, let's see where I am on the time. Okay, doing fine, doing fine. Bringing it on back. Let's do it another time. 11:23. Continuing with the rhyme. Princess important to the economy. It's so exciting. Can you believe Princess could bring the UK economy up to $1 billion during her lifetime? I need to interrupt here. That should be an insult. $1 million 70 years ago was something. It was 50 years ago. Maybe even 40, 30. What is it now? A person owns a laundromat and their house. They're a millionaire. Many middle class people have a wealth of $1 million. And what does that mean? Oh, now it takes being a billionaire. But in her lifetime, when the new highness is 80, 90, maybe she makes it to 100. $1 billion. What's it going to be? Take the wheelbarrow. Pay for the loaf of bread and the milk. A couple gallons. Those imperial units are about not to exist. Yankee Sam's ready to tank the dollar and grab on a whole of the global. I named it the global 14 years ago. They're getting ready with the unions. European Union, American Union, African Union, Asian Union, Pacific, South Pacific Union, to use the global international currency. Don't worry though, for you Yankee imperialists, you'll have your number and you'll still get your SSI check. That's right, baby boomers. And it won't decrease. You'll still get the same amount of imperial units accredited to your number. The thing that it won't explain is that for you that are receiving $838 a month, like Dad, my dad is currently, and this is how we live, along with $200 worth of government food stamps a month, dollars that is, comes on a card now. We used to get stamps back in the day. This is how we live. Soon, that $836 check will buy what is $100 today. The architects under Barry Ben Osama, who was Obama, are the same ones that cooked up Ukraine's economy. He's the same. His advisors are the same ones that tanked the ruble, put in place the hryvnia. When the hryvnia, that's my best pronunciation, was instated, the pensioners, they got hit the hardest. Review what happened in the Ukraine. It's going to happen to you. That's right, Yankee imperialist. You, the viewer, many of you. Maybe I'm getting some from the international community. Be interested. Prince, that's important to the economy. It's so exciting. Can you believe Princess could bring the UK economy up to $1 billion during her lifetime? Reporters repeatedly so excited about the possible $1 billion, as with Pacquiao-Mayweather fight, up for grabs, 400 million over and over, next to nothing on the actual sport. 11:40, which was perfectly timed, used to grab the viewer's mind, get them to look at the common couple with their baby leaving the hospital. Subconscious perceived, they're just like us, those royals, personalized birth. CZZ's Mac cared dearly for all babies, not just for royalty, demonstrating for all to see. Cut for commercials, pink lipstick on little girls. Nepal, 1702. That's the time, Nepal time, I guess. I'm assuming. Look it up. Green on wall, green caused rubble. London, 1911. Pink spot on white stripe. Stripe on the Union Jack. Reporter had green dress. Had on green dress. 1914. Hang on, let's see what the ticker is. And I plan on doing a lot of analyzing. There's hundreds of pages of rhyme. Parts of it could be construed as analyzing. Where's this camera at? 11:51. Big Boss Jock signing off. Well, that doesn't sound good. Better than well. I know that post host, Seiko. Big Boss Jock signing off.